How's everybody doing? I could be happier, you know, if things were going, right. But I don't think that. Wait a minute. Let me get the lighting. The lighting is like, uh, the lighting. Okay, everybody. Thank you for that 57 seconds of delay. But I'm always trying to make adjustments because there's always some kind of problem or maladjustment, something going on. So let us okay, let me put this over here so you can see my eyes. All right, very good. And let us put this in here. That's my Saturn, my Saturn, my Saturn, my Saturn. It makes things difficult, difficult, difficult. One more time, difficult. But that's my Saturn. We all have Saturn somewhere in our horoscope. And there's just nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. So we are going to go now with Venus in Libra. In Venus in Scorpio. Again, I'm sorry that I have not been consistent with it, but if the donations are not consistent, I'm not going to be consistent. Because I have to run so many other things. I'm doing so many other things. The conference was fantastic. Fantastic. And I already have another ASTROCON seminar set up in Dubai. I'll be in Dubai on the 29th of September. For those of you who are in my travel group, I hope I can meet you in Dubai on the 29th. I'll be celebrating my birthday and doing a conference there. I hope to see you. I hope to see you. So, without any further ado, we're going to go into Venus in Scorpio. But before I do, let me just share with you my strawberry vodka cocktail. Okay? So, without further ado, we're going to jump right in and discuss Venus in Scorpio. Okay, here we go. We're going to first start with the Scorpio woman. When a woman born with Venus in Scorpio is someone to encounter, let me tell you, this woman with Venus in Scorpio is all or nothing when it comes to the matters of the heart. You are capable of loving deeply. Women with Venus in Scorpio, they love deeply, deeply, and they feel deeply. You think Cancer? Venus and Scorpio. Let me tell you something. When we're dealing with the Venus and Scorpio woman, one word comes to mind. Look at the sitcom The Golden Girls. You know the Golden Girls? Blanche Devereaux. Blanche Devereaux in The Golden Girls embodies the Venus and Scorpio archetype. Think about it. She thinks about men and dick 24/7 like a dude. Oh my God. Men should be so flattered that we are objectified this way by women. You know, women are not allowed to objectify us in our current patriarchal culture. But it's wonderful and a breath of fresh air to see a woman take the reins and be aggressive and look at men and go, oh, I could just hit that. Just like we do with women. I love to see that when women owns her sexuality and owns her libido and owns her drive and appetite for the opposite sex. Because there ain't nothing wrong about slapping a little bit of man ass as a woman and a few gents too. You understand? So, the woman with the Venus in Scorpio has a hefty sexual appetite for the opposite sex. Unfortunately, because we are living in a patriarchal culture, post-Hellenistic, that defines our Western culture, women are not allowed to express this aspect of their animus to the surface. That's a shame. But that's ending. That's coming to a close. Now that we are at the dawning of the Aquarian age. That's changing. Women are owning and embracing their sexuality. Women have been doing that for a long time. Now women are coming onto the fore. You know what they say? The first shall be last and the last shall be first. This is Venus in Scorpio. And Venus in Scorpio is different for a man and for a woman. We're going to deal with the Scorpio woman in particular, and then I'm going to talk or touch based on some general principles that you should know concerning Venus and Scorpio when it comes to both a man and a woman. And I'm going to go into the esoteric aspect of the Venus and Scorpio woman and man, which again is complex. And here we go again. Personality and ego develops in its highest complexity as we go up higher and higher on the signs. So Venus in Scorpio is extremely complex. Extremely. And I'm just talking exoterically. Esoterically versus exoterically. It's another dragon altogether. Let me tell you something. Scorpio isn't afraid of anything when Venus, the planet of love, is found in this sign. Now, that clause I just told you, it packs a punch. Understand what I said. The Venus in Scorpio woman isn't afraid of anything. Anything. When we're dealing with love and ages of love and intimacy and relationships. But I will tell you that intimate relationships, when it comes to the Venus in Scorpio woman, it's intense. It's intense. Woo! Whoa! I'm going to tell you right now, doing a part 1 and 2 ain't going to cut it. It's not going to cut it. So if you got Venus in Scorpio, you definitely need to be consulted. Because what I'm giving you, these 50 minutes, 25 for the part 1, 25 for part 2, and going to even scratch the surface. And I can't even go into part 2 with a woman. I got to talk about the Venus in Scorpio as far as a man. So the 25 minutes that I'm talking about the Venus in Scorpio woman is close to a drop in the fucking bucket with the information that I have to award you and give you. But I cannot cover in 25 minutes. This is how complex the ego and the personality morphs when we're dealing with Venus in Scorpio. So, let's go into the specifics of what this means. Okay? You're dealing with... Oh, I love this. Ito Rodriguez, you know, I have a music for every sign, and it's just so classic. I get caught up in it, but it gives me the motivation to discuss this treatise. Now, understand that with the Venus in Scorpio woman, she, oh boy, I'm telling you, you know, you gotta get paid for this because this is quite complicated. Let me tell you how I can put this together. When you're dealing with love and relationships, the Venus in Scorpio woman is no nonsense. No nonsense. When it comes to the matters of the heart, but let me tell you something though, and this is the diabolical nature of Venus in Scorpio, is that Scorpios, they live, they strive, they can bust a nut because they love crisis. And they love to see people in crisis. And they like to put people in crisis. And they feed off of it. Understand that Scorpio is a sign of the vampire, the parasite. It's intense. Scorpio takes no punches, holds no punches, and takes no prisoners. So when it comes in the area of love, there's a song written by Pat Benatar. Love is a battlefield. Love is a battlefield. Hey, hey. Came out and man, not just man. Love is a battlefield. Love is a battlefield. Oh, I'm going to have a call. Yes, hello? At the door? Ladies and gentlemen, please give me a minute. I have a gentleman here. Please give me a second. I will make up for the time. Get yourself a drink. Wait for me until I come right back. Let me know, Papa. No? Okay. You don't want me to say hello? Okay, I'm live. Oh, all right. So let's see. I'll fix it to the Bible. Let me another time. I'm going to hold you on it, Mr. Capricorn. You know? I'm going to hold you on it.
I know.
Me?
Oh, no, I'm waiting for my son.
Oh, okay, cool.
I'm waiting for my son for that. But I don't have one bag. That's all four.
A four?
That's all four.
Okay.
Well, I'll be back in a minute.
Back for the week?
Yeah.
All right. You know what? Let me go. How long will you do?
Nah, we don't want to do that.
No.
Safety, but
Yeah, I know that's little thing. No, you're fucking. You know, the supervisor I would see was a Capricorn. And the people that showed me the video was a Capricorn. It's amazing how life is. It's amazing. I am so sorry, but I had to dispatch this person because, you know, I'm doing work. And sometimes they come out of the woodwork. And it's 12:31. Going back to what I'm saying. Let me tell you something. Scorpios, they love crisis. They will plunge you into a crisis. And you know, my partner right now, you all know my partner, is going to a medical crisis. And I'm there for him, you know, supporting him, being there for him. But he's still an asshole, a bitch, and a motherfucker. And this is my partner of 10 years, Scorpio. And even though he's going through major shit and he's going through a major surgery which will actually kill him, he's still a fucking asshole. There is no taming of the Scorpio nature. And when they're going through the shit, they become whoosh and they attack you. Oh my God. Venus in Scorpio. Wait until I talk about Mars in Scorpio. It's intense. Personality is still developing its greatest complexity in its expression of personality. Of many psychologists and psychotherapists and people involved in social work and in the helping professions and ancillary professions dealing with the concept and fabrication and nuts and bolts of the human ego and personality as is defined in clinical terms. It is not the same. There are missing ingredients in these analyses as we're dealing with primary education concerning Scorpio. There's a whole lot more going on than the medical establishment or the clinical establishment can even begin to explain. Okay? The Venus in Scorpio person, you know, mushroom grows on shit. And sometimes some of the best highs, some of the best hallucinogens that you can go into a trip for mushrooms grow on shit. That's Venus and Scorpio. Okay? And I don't mean this in an insulting or derogatory way. But Venus and Scorpio is in its detriment here. Venus is in its dignity in Taurus. It's in its detriment in the opposite of its dignity, which is Scorpio. So Venus doesn't function very well in Scorpio. Okay? Venus becomes a whore, a slut in Scorpio. In both the man's chart and in the woman's chart. All she thinks about is dick. This might take you by surprise because women don't normally objectify men in this way. They're not allowed to. Not in our patriarchal culture, Western, Hellenistic setup of a culture of ours. But behind closed doors, in secret, a woman will rape and objectify men as we do women. And that's for real, my nigga. Venus in Scorpio. Yo nunca besaré tu boca. Latin. Tito Rodriguez, let me tell you, that cha-cha-cha for Venus in Scorpio, you don't understand. This is my Venus in Leo. You know, the joy de vivre. You know, Venus in Scorpio is at its detriment. She doesn't function well here. She becomes slutty, sluttish, emotionally and physically indulgent in the five senses, pulling from Taurus. Of course, this is not true of all women with Venus in Scorpio. It is really true when we're dealing with someone below age 30 that still has to evolve and move forward. Okay? But if we're talking about someone that has not reached that level yet, then we're still dealing with someone that's unevolved. Excuse me. Yes, sir. Oh, that's how. 1 second, sir. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm listening. Oh, this is a busy. This is a busy Tuesday. Oh, I'm how I was. He knew me before I knew him. Right? I knew that from perfect. So he went not doing business. He went up for my money usually comes in before midnight. So I always have my best midnight. But you know, I was early, but I took myself slack doing it at the time, you know. If I would trust me, that money's not an issue. If anything, I'm gonna be there a few hours. I'm always gonna do that. Now, he's a good man. His spirit is good. The other guys, no good. I'm 51. I'm older than you guys. No good. You're the only good one. They're no good. And they know I know. That's what they don't like. That's what they don't like. They know I see right through it. I got them the best lesson like that. It's your fault. You're that. Yeah, it's better than that. My father was a Catholic. And I own all this and that. I'm successful. That right there is your tip. I'm telling you. And we are not going to have any more disruption. I have been so busy. It's been crazy after I did this seminar after con, but let me not bore you with that. Let's continue to jump right into business. And I will make up for the time. It's already 20 minutes and 30 seconds. What? Oh, God, Judy, don't tell me that. Okay, I won't be able to make it the time because the interruptions were less than a minute. If it was more than a minute, then I will have to, give you more time, but I won't be able to. So, okay. So, understand that in love, how can I fucking put this? Scorpio strives on crisis. They live off a crisis. They don't want to admit it. It's very vampiristic. But the Scorpio is not going to admit that. They're not going to openly admit that to you. So understand that if you are a man, for you gentlemen and a few ladies are involved with a Venus and Scorpio woman, there is not going to be no peace in your house. Or I'm full of shit. There ain't gonna be no peace. Because if there's peace in your house and you're with a Scorpio woman, she's gonna make chaos because she ain't gonna feel comfortable that things are too peaceful and calm. She's gonna stir shit up just so she can feel better and secure about herself. Fuck what it does to her environment and everybody else in it. It's deep. And let's not talk about the bedroom. Woo! Woo. I'm gonna have to do a part 3. I, you know, understand that the Scorpio woman or the Scorpio or the Venus in Scorpio woman is a woman that strives on crisis in order for her to feel alive and vital. If there's no crisis around her, she's not going to feel alive and vital. And that's also true of the Scorpio man. So if you have a Scorpio man or a Scorpio woman, understand that there is going to be no peace in your house. There is not. Bitch, nigga, you better listen to what I'm telling you. If the Venus and Scorpio woman loves you, she's going to be a bitch to you. If the Venus and Scorpio man loves you, he's going to be a motherfucker to you. And that's how they show love. That's how they show love. Through conflict, adversity, and obstacles. And partially by punishing you. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. But that's Venus in Scorpio. It ain't that she don't care. She loves. She loves deeply. I love Scorpio women. I've been with a few of them. She and the Leo woman. And next to that, the Aries woman. But understand that these women are complex. Complex. The personality and ego reaches its highest complexity in these phases, in these signs. And there's something worthy of respect about that. You don't want someone that's simple and basic. You want character and a little mystery in someone. And it keeps things juicy. And if you love that kind of espionage and intrigue, then the Venus and Scorpio woman is the woman for you, gentlemen, and a few ladies. But if it's not, leave these women alone. Let me tell you. One thing I really gotta tell you is that the Scorpio woman doesn't enjoy being referred to as a jealous bitch. But from time to time, jealousy and possessiveness becomes an issue. in her relationships. She has a strong desire to control and other people's passions. Her partner's passion, she likes to control it. The Venus and Scorpio woman doesn't always allow her man to know what's happening inside her head. She doesn't always discuss or disclose how she's feeling emotionally or thinking. She leaves her man in the dark. Venus and Scorpio. It disturbs even me. And I've been with many Scorpio women. And each of them has been the same. Each of them. Black, white, Latin, all the same. All the same. But to get to the honey of this woman with Venus and Scorpio, you gotta do shit her way. Because God forbid, if you don't do shit her way, then you're fucked. And fucked without Vaseline. And tell me, trust me, that ain't no fun. You know, the Leo in Venus, the Venus in Leo. I'm always happy. I'm thankful. So most of my life has been wrought with tragedy and unhappiness. So this is one area of my life where I can be happy doing what I'm doing. Because all of us pay a price, even me. So understand with the Venus and Scorpio woman, there's a lot of passion. Atomic passion. Hiroshima. The garbage can is right there. And I'm a sharpshooter. Let me tell you, few men would rather deal with less. Few men would rather deal with less. It's that fucking deep. Okay? So, understand, and let me tell you, she don't like, because this is the other thing about Venus and Scorpio, of both the man and the woman. They're paradoxical. They say one thing, but they do another. They mean one thing, but they do something else. And their conviction, they can throw it away at any time and employ a new one. And shift friends and people right along with it. Oh, let me tell you, Scorpio is something else. Something else. The Venus and Scorpio woman doesn't enjoy being referred to as a jealous bitch. But she is. She can be. But from time to time. Okay? Jealousy and possessiveness really become an issue with her. She has too many strong desires. I mentioned this before. She has too many strong desires. She wants to control shit. No? She Other people are attracted to her and other people are intimidated by her. She has the ability to give love and to give extraordinary passion, and so do the partners that she attracts. But the Venus in Scorpio woman can be obsessive, stalkish type obsessiveness when it comes to love and romance. Okay? The Venus in Scorpio woman needs a man that's willing to go the distance with her. Sexually, she is intense as well. She'll fuck a nigga. He ain't gonna fuck her. She's gonna fuck him and have him screaming. Yes! Yes! One more time. Yes! You don't know a thing until you deal with a woman born with Venus in Scorpio. I don't know what to tell you, but we have run out of time. We're down to 30 minutes and we're done with part one.